one will be 60, and this one will be maybe 20, and this one will be like 30, this one will be like 25, and this one will be like 5. That's great. Now, let me try to mirror this line, so maybe I'd like to mirror this by making up 2 points here. Alright, now let's go back into line, and I'd like to have this point here, which is right at the extension of these 2 points here, and I'd like to turn off ortho, first point, and that's enough, and let me try to remove this line. That's how you'll be drawing this figure quite fast. Honestly, I showed this image just now. I got maybe a couple of figures right here, and right in this video, let's try to draw these figures. Alright, the first step is let's import that image right into Autocad. So, well, the first step is placing the image right into Autocad. So, just drag and drop. You can place it and scale it, then rotate it. So, that's how the figure is gonna be like. So, now we can split the screen by making use of viewports. I like to split my screen right into vertical, and yep, I like to place an image right in one part of the screen, and I'm trying to draw a drawing in the other side. The first figure is quite simple. Assuming that you are just beginning your sessions right in AutoCAD, I'm not going too much advanced modifying tools. Just simple line is enough. Drawing everything with line, circle, ellipse, and the basic commands, not by using modifying tools. Right in the second part of the section, I'll show you how to do this by the most advanced method. Right, the total length of the line is 120, 20, 30, 25. So let's try to draw this by making use of a line. Okay, before starting up, just get into drafting settings, and you like to make sure that your snap and grid is turned off, polar tracking is turned off, or snap is turned on. Everything is turned on. I don't want 3D or snap. Now let me get into here and turn up everything. Turn off quick properties and selection cycling. Alright, that's great. Now, simple case is drawing up a line, so the size is 120. So if you feel that the line is out of your screen, exit out of the line, zoom out, and draw it again. The height is again, height is 20, then this goes right into 30, then goes into 25, then goes into 5. We're trying to stop drawing the figure right from there. And to draw it quickly, you can make use of a line, draw the same case right in here. So this one will be 20, and this one will be, I think it's 30, and this one goes in 25, and the height is 5. Alright, that's it. Now let me try to have a groove right here. So I'm sure that the groove is right at the middle of this line. Okay, so I would like to take up a line. Now I'd like to, you can calculate, do everything what you like, but use your brain and decrease the time so that you can draw it faster than others. That's the sole purpose of this video. Okay, I know the point right here is right at the midpoint of 120 and right at the horizontal projection of this point. Okay, I don't know what the point is, but maybe if I try to take a screen capture, X is right at the projection from the horizontal line drawn from the point A, and the vertical projection drawn from the point B. Okay, let's try to draw that. So we need to have these points here. So I would like to hover mouse on here, move up. I like to hover mouse on here, move to right, and I will show you up a point right here and click it. Now you can click it. Now you can turn up line again, and you can click it. So if I try to measure the length of the line using maybe measure geometry, you can see that the angle is 30 degree. The command for measuring the line, the command for measuring up the length of the line, if you are having any versions of AutoCAD about 2020, is MEA. Or you can make use of your classic dimension commands. I can have 120 right here. Okay, I can't see anything. I can scale it, get into dimension style, D. I like to modify and get into fit. I like to say the size is maybe 10, I don't know. Alright, okay, it's 120. Now, get it again. I like to remove all these zeros right there. So, remove zeros. I like to turn up the precision right into 0. Alright, that's good. This is 120, and I'm not going for dimensions. I'm getting the angular dimensions, and you can always have this angle is 90 degree. That's quite cool. So that's how I'll be drawing the first figure using the smartest method according to me. Let's try to draw the second figure. Alright, I'd like to tell you the fastest method in drawing this. Alright, okay, so I'm saying that the image is quite symmetric. It is symmetric around these points here. So let me try to make use of mirror command. So okay, maybe this one will be turn on portal, this one will be 60, and this one will be maybe 20, and this one will be like 30, this one will be like 25, and this one will be like 5. That's great. Now let me try to mirror this line. So maybe I like to mirror this by making up 2 points here. Alright, now let's go back into line, and I like to have this point here, which is right at the extension of these 2 points here, and I would like to turn off ortho, first point, and that's enough. And let me try to remove this line. That's how you'll be drawing this figure quite fast. Honestly, I showed this image just now. Right now, let's have this figure. Alright, after seeing of the figure, you think on how to draw this figure quite fast. In the meantime, I'll use my phone. Right, for the freshers who are starting up the drawing, I can how maybe the length of the line is 100, and the next line is also 100. Right, that's enough. Now let's see, we are having, I like to give it a certain more space here, and I don't want to see file tab. Alright, okay. I don't want to see menu bar. Alright, it's maximized. Okay, that's quite cool. Alright, now we are having a circle which is having upper radius 20. So I don't want you to draw an arc, rather getting up a circle, and you're having a 2-point method right here. I'm picking up the first point, which is right there, and I like to enter the diameter of the circle, which is obviously 40. So that's the end point. Now we are having a small circle which is having the diameter 20, so we can go for a circle, picking up the center point, and the diameter is, well, 20. That's it. Now the similar case exists right there. I like to have a circle having radius 25, so getting here, and I like to pick up 2 points. First point is here, and obviously the diameter is 50. Now we are having a small circle which is having a diameter of 25, so getting back to the circle, center point, the radius is obviously 12.5. Alright, that's great. Next point is, you can fillet it. Obviously you can fillet it, but being a fresher, you might not know how to do a fillet. So what you can do here is, I like to draw a line, showing up mouse here, and picking up a point right there and right there. Alright, that's great. So radius is obviously 40. You can go on to fillet, and I like to say that the radius is, okay, come back, radius is 40, and I'm picking up these 2 lines here. Okay, that will give you the radius. It's not a big deal, but technically, if you are not aware on how to do fillet, you can draw a circle and first point, and the radius is 40. So right now you are having these 2 points here, so first point of intersection and second point of intersection. You can draw an arc, picking up arc. This will be the start point of the arc, and this will be the end point of the arc. And obviously we would like to have the direction which is right into the positive x. Alright, that's enough. Now we no longer need these lines or circles, so you might have to see that how fast you can trim these lines here. We no longer need this circle, and we no longer need these lines. So if I try to measure the distance, you can see that's 40, this is 100. Okay, there is a small mistake. There's a small mistake which I have encountered. Rather than providing 150, I have provided as 100. So, alright, what we can do here is, let me try to move these 2 circles. I know the change in length will be 50. Okay, now we no longer need these figures, except the circle. Okay, you can take rest, the figure. What we can do here is I can, well, literally extend it and extend it. So I just want to say that take a little care before drawing these figures. Next, let's go for this one. This is it's quite simple to draw. We are having a rectangle size 100 and it's been filleted with a radius 20, so we can go for rectangle and picking up the first point. We can obviously go for rectangle and the fillet is obviously, you can say that's 20, and you can, yeah, the size is 100 and 100. Okay, that's great. You're having a rectangle right now. Right now we are having, yeah, after a size of 15, right from this point we are having an ellipse. The height of the ellipse is 30 and the size is 20, so we can draw a rectangle right there. The size of the rectangle is not given, so think, how can you draw it? Let's try to think on how to draw this quite faster. You know, this can be drawn by making use of a rectangle. Okay, you know, we should know the position of rectangle, this point right there. You know, the size is 20. Okay, this is 20 and this one will be 10. Alright, that's great. Now the height is 30. If you subtract 10 right from there, it will be 20. And finally the coordinates of this rectangle will be, yeah, this one will be 15 and the height will be 20. So 15 and 20 is the size of the coordinates of a rectangle. You can go for rectangle. Right from this point, I like to, yeah, the size of the rectangle is 15 and the second size is 20. Okay, so we are having this point here, and right from this point I like to draw a rectangle. Once again, rectangle. The size of the arc is 10, as the total size is 20, the size will be obviously 10, so we can go for 10. Now picking up the first point here, and we would like to have the length of the rectangle is 20. We know that is 20. Okay, tab. I want to find out the height of the rectangle. That will be like, the height will be 100 minus 30, so this one will be also 30, so we are having the total height of 60. So the height is 60. Okay, I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's try to measure it. Honestly, I'm drawing this for the first time. Okay, so linear dimension from first point to second point, this is 15. Okay, that's great. Now the second point is right from the center to here, this will be 30, which is also correct. And you know what I've done is a little bit of mathematics. 20, that's also correct. And if I try to measure the radius, which is obviously 20, that is also correct. Now what we can do here is the same case problem here. Now we can just copy that right into the space. Okay, that's great. Or you can anytime mirror it. So maybe using the first point and second point, I don't want to erase it. So that's how this play might gonna work. And that's, so in this figure, let's try to draw this. Okay, having a circle. Here we are having a circle, the radius is 20, so getting to here, picking up a circle of radius is 20, right, that's the outer circle, and here we are having an inner circle of the diameter of 20, so that's obviously half of it, so the radius will be 10. So right now I'm messed up all with these circles. Now we can have this figure. These circles or points are swapped right at the distance of, okay, let's try to see the position of these circles. The circle right you see here is, maybe it's a 70 units away from here. We are having 4 circles. The points of the circles is maybe 70 units away from this point, or all the horizontal shifting points are given, 43, 63 and 73, and these figures are also given. And what we can do here is we can draw the circles. The size of the circle is given as the radius is 5 units. Okay, so let's try to draw that. It's a circle with a radius. Before that, we can fix up the points here. One is right here, maybe the size is 70. So we can either pick up the point here, hover mouse right at this point, show the direction, and I can type 70. Okay, so that I can have this point here, and the radius is 5. So that's the first circle. Okay, now we're having a second circle. The points of the circle is 63 in horizontal direction and 30 in vertical direction. We can go for tracking circle, go for tracking, TRA, and from this point I should go 63 horizontal, and vertically that will go 30. Double enter, and maybe the size is 5. That's the second circle. In the same case, you're having a third circle, which is 43 and 55. Circle, tracking, and this one is, well, 43, and the height goes right into 55, and the radius is 5. That's the third circle. And finally, we are having the last circle, which is in the same projection of here. It is 70 units. Okay, you can go for a circle, tracking, and right from this point, alright, you don't need to track the circle here. Right from this point, I can go right away 70, and the size is 5. So that's it. So right in this point, you can see the radius is 10. So I can draw a circle right from here, and the radius is 10. So that circle will be, this circle will define the length of this line, and I can obviously pick it right here. And again, let's draw a circle of radius 10 around these points, circle, radius 10, circle, radius 10. Okay, alright, that's quite cool. Now what we can do here is we need to connect these two lines here. Obviously, I can trim this circle. I can trim these lines, first line and second line. Come on, you can go. Then finally, we need to have an arc right there. So if you observe this figure, you can see that the size is 70 and the other size is 70. Okay, and maybe the center point of the circle will be somewhere around here. I have no idea. Let me try that. So draw up a circle, and okay, maybe I can turn off ortho. I can draw the circle right in there. Okay, that's clear. Now let me trim it. This line is no longer needed, and you can remove these circles, which was drawn for some sort of reference, and I can remove these circles, just delete it. Finally, we don't want to have this. I can trim it. Now this one is also an unwanted asset. You can trim it. So that's all in this session. Thank you for watching.